morning. Good morning. This morning we're going to go do the K2 version of the Ten Commandments. So K2, could you follow me, please? We have to walk first. K2, come on, this way. Come on, let's give them a hand, guys. So this morning we're going to do our version of the Ten Commandments. Thank you, Ms. Lewis.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The Israelites had been traveling in the desert for about 3 months when they came to Mount Sinai. They were going to stay there for a while, plus they had excellent shelter from the mountain. God knew that Moses was coming, so he spoke to Moses and told him to tell the Israelites to get ready. On the third morning, after Moses had talked to God, the Israelites were busy when all of a sudden there was a large rumble and a flash of light over the mountain. Anyone who was still sleeping was startled and woke up suddenly. Everyone went out to look, and just over the mountain there was lightning and thunder, and a very thick cloud hung over the mountain so you couldn't see the top. Even the mountain shook, and the sound of trumpets could be heard getting louder and louder. So Moses went up to the mountain to hear from God once again. This time, God told Moses, "Go down to the people and tell them not to follow you up the mountain. The mountain is a special place because I am here." So Moses warned the people not to touch or go close to the mountain. After that, Moses went back up the mountain. But this time he stayed there for a long time, 40 days and nights. God wanted to instruct the people on how to live. By following his rules, they would have less sadness in their lives. God just wanted to protect them.
Alright guys, it's just like when your parents give us rules to protect us, to look both ways before we cross. That is the purpose of the Ten Commandments. So today, K2 is going to show you the Ten Commandments that Moses came down with. As Zari comes up, Zari will show us our first commandment. Yeah, that's the mountain, yes. Now we're going to show us our first commandment, and our first commandment tells us, what does the first commandment say? You no other gods before me.
Aww.
Great job. Now, the second commandment is presented by Zaria. By Skylar. The second commandment tells us,
Not
you shall not have an idol to worship. Now, the third commandment is spoken all the time. Desmond is going to tell us about this third commandment. Tell him, Desmond.
You shall not misuse the Lord's name.
You shall not misuse the Lord's name. Very good. Eli, would you like to say the part? Okay, if Eli was here, he would tell us that the fourth commandment is to keep the Sabbath day holy. So the fifth commandment is very important, like all the other commandments. And Leila's gonna help us with that commandment. That commandment tells us to honor your father and your mother. Reese. Reese. Now, which commandment is next? Oh, that's right, the sixth commandment. So this commandment is going to be presented by Nathaniel. What does your commandment tell us?
Do not commit murder.
Do not commit murder. That is so right. So we have another commandment that tells us that we should be faithful in our marriage, which means do not commit adultery. Now we have Keith that's going to give us our eighth commandment. And Keith, what does this commandment tell us? Yes, he said, do not steal. Do not steal. Very good. So our next one is by Benjamin. Benjamin, what does your commandment say? It says, do not lie. Yes, yes. Now, Landon has our last commandment. Landon, what does your commandment tell us? Do not covet. That's right. Do not covet means do not be envious of others. Great job, K2. So today we're going to do a song that everyone knows. So I need help from all of the students and parents and teachers and everything. Do you know that God is love? And he gives us a protection. He gives us promises that we should always love him because of that alone. He is our rock of our salvation. His banner over us is love. So K2, can we present our song? Destiny, are you going to help us with singing this song? Yes. All right, here we go. K2, are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Jesus is the rock of my salvation. His banner over me is love. Jesus is the rock of my salvation. His banner over me is love.
Good job. I hear you.
Jesus is the rock of my salvation. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love.
I am his.
I am his and he is mine. His banner over me is love.
I am his.
I am his and he is mine. His banner over me is love.
I am his.
I am his and he is mine. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love.
Great job, K2. And listen, 1 John 4:11 tells us what? God is love. Thank you very much. Now, Layla. Layla. Help me. It's all right. So, it's okay. So we're going to have Layla and Skylar to present this actually ends our chapel. So we're going to allow Layla and Skylar to present the closing prayer. May we please stand for a word of prayer.
I worship you, dear Lord, and every Jesus Christ, and Holy Father, Jesus.
Amen. Thank you very much, parents, teachers, and students for your support, and that concludes our chapel. Thank you.